Hello, today we have a MacBook A 2086, 1286 MacBook Pro that is not having the keyboard and the trackpad. Wait a minute to see. Hard drive. And restart the MacBook. You will see that it will boot, but the trackpad and the keyboard will not function. We can change the keyboard and the trackpad, but it is hell. And it costs a lot of money, but in that case, that's why I'm doing this video. You will see it is not the trackpad or the keyboard that is malfunctioning, it is the board. This MacBook came with a water damage. Someone else have cleaned the water damage properly, maybe properly. I didn't see any traces from water damage. So it is booted. You see no keyboard have been found. Make sure that the keyboard is discoverable, and it is the Bluetooth keyboard setup. You cannot see, but I am touching the will I zoom? No mouse detected, but when I plug the mouse, will be detected. You see? Cannot see, but you will see. You see? You will see again in the middle of the lights, and I'm moving that, you see. So, they are plugged, they are not unplugged. The keyboard, the trackpad are plugged, see, but nothing when I touch the trackpad only when I do the mouse. See, the mouse, only with the mouse, only with the mouse. So, we'll power off the computer and see what is happening, how we will discover this malfunction, and how we will repair it. You must unplug them. Okay. I'm placing the MacBook with the lid open because when we will try to power it up, it will not, because of the whole switch will detect that the screen is closed and will not power up the computer. Now we must focus on the trackpad and the keyboard connector. I will load the schematics in order for you to see the board view and I have a problem with the Foxit reader, not responding. That was nice. We'll close the reader. So we have the board view here. I will open the schematics later. We have the board view here, the J connector, the J5713 connector has 30 pins. We will see from the schematics, or not from the schematics, which pins have a voltage, and we will check it to see if the voltages are right or wrong. We have 3.42 volts on the connector in pin 4. So on pin 4 we will try to find 3.42 42 volts. I will switch to the microscope view. So we have it's not focusing right. Okay, we have on pin 4 3.42 volts, but of course when we have plugged the power supply on it, so now we will try to measure the voltage. The voltage on pin 4 is 3.46, so it is okay. We will check the schematics again, the board view again, to see which other pin has voltage. So we will go to third pin number 30, which is this one, and must have 3.3 volts. So we're switching to the microscope again in order for you to see the voltage going pin 30. Pin 30 we have only 1.7 volts. This is the reason. If we check the trackpad too, let me see the schematic, the board view trackpad. I think this is the 22 pin. The 22 pin of the trackpad must have 3.3, and we will check it again. 1.71. So this is the reason why the trackpad and the keyboard is not working. Now we must find the cause of this problem. Let me find the schematics, because schematics are these, I think. Yes, it's an A1286. As the board view says that I would switch to the board view. We have the schematics, yes. So on the schematics we must find the J50 5713. Okay, in schematics we're trying to find the J5713. The J5713 is the keyboard connector, of course. So on 30 pin, as we have measured, there is no PP3v3 underscore S4. We must check and find where this voltage is, from where it's coming, and why this voltage is low. So we check and find this voltage. This is not what we're searching for. This is not what we're searching for. The keyboard connector. No. 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 The 3.3V S4 FET. This is what we're looking for. Just check here. We have, let me zoom out a little. We have the PP3v3 S5 that comes here, and through this FET, this MOSFET, which is no stuff, there is nothing, this FET, the signal, the voltage changed name and goes to PP3v3 underscore S4. This is a MOSFET that does not exist on the board. It's a no stuff. This is a capacitor that does not exist. That's the meaning of no stuff. This is not existing. This is not. The only thing that exists is the R7803 resistor, which is a resistor of 0 ohms, and the 3.3 goes from here to here, and this resistor is responsible for transferring the voltage from pin 1 to pin 2, and finally on PP3v3 underscore S4. So we'll find this resistor and measure it. Okay, R7803 on the board view. Let me see the board view. Okay, so F. We are okay, search. Well, this is it. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. It is near the J5713. Okay. You see, the pin number 1 is the S5, 3.3 S5, and the other one is the 3.3 S4. Only this resistor is responsible for this transfer. So we will measure the ohms of this resistor. I will switch to the microscope. So let me check the voltage first. The voltage first is, sorry, It is 3.3, and the other pin is this, that is 1.7. Okay, will power off instantly the MacBook, and we will measure the ohms of this resistor. The ohms of this resistor are not 0 ohms. Okay, I think it is 2 mega. Yes. So we will replace this resistor with another one of 0 ohms and see what will happen. We can do it with a wire, but since we have resistors, but they're big, excuse me, I couldn't find any resistor, 0 ohms resistor, but I will try to replace with this one. The other way is to solder a wire, but it is not the proper way. I will solder the resistor okay. On this pad, in order to be soldered, because it is larger than this resistor and it will not fit. So I will remove Now we will measure the resistance through the pads. 0. Okay. And now we will test the machine, and hopefully we have a working keyboard and trackpad. So we will plug the charger. We turn to volts, my altimeter. We have a chime, and now we will check the voltage here. It's 3.3, the voltage on pin 30. 3.3. And we will check the mouse and the keyboard too, but first I will plug the power and plug the hard disk in order to have a boot. I will switch to the other camera. It is still loading. Now it's the Apple. It takes some time. So, what we have concluded here is that if the trackpad and keyboard is not working after a water damage, a water spill, a liquid spill on a MacBook Air or whatever board, we can troubleshoot this issue with another perspective. We will check the connectors to see if we have a voltage problem or a hardware problem. We could have in our lab a known good keyboard and trackpad and change it to see if that works, but we will do this when we already have checked the keyboard and trackpad connector in order to see what happened with the voltages. We will wait and wait and wait and wait. So we have the screen. and nothing. Nothing because we have unplugged the fuck. We have a mouse, see? Have a mouse. Oh, the keyboard is back too. I think you can see that. Okay, it's taking the voltage it needs. We have a keyboard. We have a mouse. I think we're done here. Thank you for watching.